Ancient Egypt, a land of towering pyramids, golden treasures, and powerful rulers known as pharaohs. To the outside world, these kings were not just leaders, they were living gods. But behind the grandeur of their reigns lies a practice that shocks modern audiences. Pharaohs often married their own sisters. Why would a civilization so advanced in architecture, medicine, and culture embrace something that seems so strange today? Was it tradition, power, religion, or something deeper? To understand this, we need to look at how ancient Egyptians viewed their rulers. Pharaohs weren't just kings, they were considered divine beings, earthly representations of gods. Many were believed to be the human incarnation of Horus, and upon death they would become Osiris, ruler of the afterlife. This wasn't symbolic, it was literal in the minds of the people. And because they were divine, pharaohs had to maintain divine blood. If you're a god king, who is worthy enough to marry you? Not a commoner, not even a noble. Only someone of the same divine bloodline, which often meant your own sister. This idea was deeply rooted in Egyptian mythology. One of the most important myths is the story of Osiris and Isis. Osiris, the god of the afterlife, was married to his sister Isis, the goddess of magic and motherhood. Their union wasn't seen as strange, it was sacred. Together they had Horus, who would go on to rule as king. This divine sibling marriage set the ultimate example. If the gods themselves married their siblings, then the pharaohs followed that same pattern. It wasn't taboo, it was holy. But religion wasn't the only reason. There was also power. Ancient Egypt was a monarchy, and power was inherited through bloodlines. By marrying within the family, pharaohs ensured that wealth stayed within the royal household. It prevented rival families from gaining influence and kept control exactly where the pharaoh wanted it. In fact, royal women played a crucial role. In many dynasties, the right to the throne was believed to be carried through the female line. A man often secured his legitimacy as pharaoh by marrying the great royal wife, who was frequently his sister. It wasn't just about love, it was about the right to rule. Not every pharaoh married his sister. Some had multiple wives, including half-sisters or foreign princesses for political alliances. But the practice of marrying close relatives had serious consequences. One of the most famous examples comes from Tutankhamun. Modern DNA studies have confirmed that his parents were full biological brother and sister. This had severe physical costs. The boy king suffered from multiple health problems, including a clubfoot, a cleft palate, and a weakened immune system. He didn't just walk with a cane for style. Over 130 walking sticks were found in his tomb to help him move. He died young, around 18 or 19 years old. Ancient Egyptians didn't understand genetics, and for them, the importance of divine blood outweighed the risks. During the era of the great dynasties, sibling marriage wasn't the norm for ordinary Egyptians. They were humans. Pharaohs were gods. What applied to gods did not apply to humans. Centuries later, when Greek rulers like the Ptolemies took control of Egypt, they adopted these traditions to appear legitimate to the Egyptian people. But as Rome took over, these traditions began to fade. Cultural values changed. What was once considered divine became viewed as unnatural. Today, science has shown us the risks, and societies have established strong ethical boundaries. Looking back, it may seem shocking, but ancient Egypt existed in a completely different worldview, a world where kings were gods, where mythology shaped reality, and where preserving divine power was everything. The story of pharaohs marrying their sisters isn't just about controversy, it's about belief. It's a reminder of how culture and power can shape human behavior in ways that feel unimaginable today. And it's one of the many reasons ancient Egypt continues to fascinate us. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay curious for more stories from history.